Hello and welcome back to Surviving Mars. So in the last episode we finished the last war mystery and actually received another breakthrough, the autonomous hub breakthrough or hubs breakthrough, and I also started terraforming the planet by using this carbonate processor to gain some atmosphere. This will increase very slowly though the output of wind turbines, and it will decrease the time, oh it actually says it there, decrease the time of dust storms and apparently also meteor storms. However, in this episode I'm going to increase the output. I'm not sure if I want to build another carbonate processor. I actually want to extend the colony in this direction here. Because I do have too many senior colonists right now. Age group, seniors. Unable to work. Okay, so I have 64 seniors, which is quite a lot actually. And they can't fit into this dome anymore. Obviously, it has only 44 slots, so I'm going to extend the colony and I'm going to build a bigger senior dome, and then I'm going to use this one probably as idiot dome for now, so they can work these services here, and this will free up some workers here. Which I can probably use in another Hawking Institute. Don't know yet. I'm not entirely certain which domes this guy visited yet, but it should be easy to find out. Blessed by a Saint, 70. That's probably should be 80 in a second. Let's go back to religious. 80. It just turned up. And then you can go here maybe, although I think there should be no engineers in this dome. And something else I learned asking the question on Reddit is how to set up filters, because I did not do it properly. I used the exclamation mark, but I should use the arrow up key, the thumbs up thingy, because now people are going to leave the dome after they're being trained. If they are, even if they're young, and this works much better. So a big mistake to use the exclamation mark. It's only correct for the seniors because I want them to be here, and it's also correct for the idiots because I want them to be in this dome. If I would do no specialization, this would attract people, and this says if they have any of these traits, then they should leave. What I should also do is I should upgrade the infirmaries and set this one to only specialist. But yeah, there's seniors here. That's actually becoming more and more of a problem. I'm going to add another house in this dome, another apartment. And I'm going to probably remove one of the services at some point. Don't know yet, and replace it by another security station if there's too many renegades in this dome. Something I was wondering is how much waste rock the carbonate processor actually uses, and I think it uses 2.5 waste rock per % of atmosphere. Not entirely clear. Dust devil. Not a big deal, but will cost me 1 metal. There's some metal here. Actually, I have a metal production up here now, and metal is being stored, I don't know, here probably. So that's good. Something that's kind of annoying is that at least one of those colonists, yeah, they live in this dome and they work in this dome, so their work performance is not very good. But if I send them into this dome, that they should work in this last 3 slots. Okay. Leak was fixed. Okay, let's extend the colony. I wanted to use not a mega dome, I wanted to use a medium dome this time. Something that you need to know about medium domes is that they are too big to be in the range of a triboelectric scrubber, so I don't really have to worry about this. I need a larger senior dome. Not just for more seniors, but also for security station in the senior dome. Because quite apparently there's too many renegades in this dome. And so they start blowing stuff up. I don't really know why. I mean, what even is the point? But that's just renegade things. Judging from this, I should move this dome 1 tile closer. So I can have a heater in range of these 2 domes. This dome has no heater yet. This dome doesn't have a heater either. Kind of an issue because the heater would also need to be in scrubber range, but I could extend this, like build a scrubber here, and then have some other buildings in between. That should work actually. If you ever wondered why I'm not using rare metal extractor, that's the reason, because there's a lot of gray areas around the domes anyways. I could use the water extractor, but its layout is kind of weird with the pipes, so I use the concrete extractor because its layout is not at all weird with the area around it, right? Yeah, that's good. Put a scrubber down here. Yeah, that's good. And instead of a cable connection, I put another moisture evaporator here. Yeah, let's do it like this. What's not working? Dust devil. No. Oh, I finished this one. This one shouldn't. But not. Oh, this was built. Okay, that's kind of unfortunate. This one should not have been finished and then destroyed by dust accumulation, but it's fine. Okay, going to bring off over 120 metal. That's actually quite a lot. It's also not just a lot. It's concrete. Something I forgot I wanted to change is I want mega satellites almost done. And after that I'll do terraforming amplification, and no, before that I'll do terraforming amplification and also planetary projects, because the sooner I research those projects, no, that's actually not smart to do it like this. The sooner I research those projects, the quicker they respawn, or it's not actually quicker, but I could do capture meteors and then I can do it again, because the next one's already ready. I don't have to wait for it. Still poorly explained. Let's try to explain this again. Planetary anomalies have a cooldown. If I would do capture meteors with this rocket, this one, like so, then as soon as it's filled with more fuel, it will launch, and then it will remove this capture meteors anomaly. There is a waiting time between those to show up again. I don't know how much it is. Maybe it's 30 souls or something. Okay, Wiki says it's 5 to 15 souls. However, because this one is here and they already waited 5 to 15 souls, the next one's also already here. And the same applies to the mega satellites and the planetary project. To actually send out those missions, I need seeds, so I should start getting seeds, I guess. And also what I should do is okay, this one's almost done with the cover crops. That's good. I don't need this quinoa. I don't need this quinoa. And I don't need the root trees, so I should go back to quinoa everywhere. One more. Good. First medium dome's about to be built. Okay. Now we need a passage to get life support. Okay, passage is being built. And we should have life support in a sec. Okay, best solution for this problem is probably to go back. I did not think about this. I need the metals to be in range of this drone hub as well. And then I will take these drones to bring some metal into the range of this drone hub by bringing them to this dome. I'm going to set this to 25 maybe. And then these drones can carry some metal here, and these drones from here can use it to fix pipes and stuff. That's good. Passage is almost built. I'm going to build a ramp over it. Public service announcement. If I remove this pipe here, all it's gone, and that's not what I want, right? If I wanted to keep this connection, what I could do is place down a pipe here, like so, then remove this one, and then remove this pipe. And now it stays where it is. So this way you can save on some metal by build connecting pipes. Does this really matter? No. Yeah, and we'll do this. I don't really need those pipes in the middle, and I'm going to remove this one. I'm going to replace it by an oxygen tank. I need 10 machine parts, and also put stuff into the scrubber.
Research complete.
I need a lot of polymer as well. Okay. 10 machine parts, 5 electronics, maybe 6 electronics. Put one in this laser, so I can repair it in case of an emergency. Remember, I'm sending this rocket to capture meteors, and then I want to bring a lot of polymer. Doesn't matter if it's too much, and maybe some metal as well. Definitely need some metal for all this stuff here. The scrubber is done, everything is in range. Don't know, this oxygen tank's not built yet, but who cares. I'm going to upgrade those moisture evaporators. Don't need this subsurface heater, don't need this subsurface heater. Setting them up though. Okay, this is the range. Yeah. This does actually need a lot of power. But it's still less than this dome and this dome combined. And it also covers a large area here. So that's kind of good. Okay. The crutch story bit is back. Let's see what options I get, I guess. Yeah, that's the thing. I get my sponsor research back, 350. Oh, it's the Church of the Last Ark. That's actually fine. I don't mind if I have the chance to destroy them for just 500 mil. And then maybe I can replace them by a quote-unquote better or a more interesting colony rival that gives me better trading options than those. Don't really care about this. Okay, I can launch space mirrors. Rocket will be lost, keep that in mind. Lots of metal is needed, only a bit fuel. But yeah, rocket is lost. Other option is the electromagnetic shield, also lose the rocket, and this rocket is on its way. But I got this one rocket that can actually be used for one of these special projects, and I can buy, in fact, 2 more rockets. Okay, let's see this medium dome. I want a machine part factory, and I want a large electronics factory. And then I would also like to have another polymer factory. Not that I really need another polymer factory. There's some polymer here. Where does this polymer come from? It was stored up here because there's no storage for polymer down in this part of the colony. There's way too much polymer actually. And then the drones carried it over because I told them to always have 25 here. However, I think it's better to have more polymer over there, and it doesn't really... I do have 72 unemployed colonists. I don't really have to care about this. Anyways, so I want these 2 factories to be here. They're kinda expensive, but I think I can manage. Not going to build this anytime soon. Those either. Then the storm needs, of course, apartment buildings, and I'm going to have 6 of them. And because 6 is quite a lot. Oh, and then of course there should be like a senior dome. Down here, as I planned earlier, and the next dome will be here. Not sure what it should be. I'm going to do some terraforming here, I guess, and remove those rocks. But yeah, the senior dome also needs a security station to keep them in check. Or maybe it even needs 2 security stations. So that's another 18 colonists. That's quite a lot, but we'll see. And then, of course, this dome with 6 apartment buildings also need at least 2 security stations and services, of course. I want 2, and what it's going to get is Spire. Of the very first spires I'm building. It's the medical center I want to build, and I do not have the technology. Okay, that should be quickly done. And then it doesn't really need a space bar. No, it needs a space bar for drinking, so we're going to have 1 space bar. 1 space bar, a small space bar, and it needs a diner, and a second diner, and a grocer. And my commander broke down, and all its drones are broken down as well. Okay, that's kind of bad. It's going to have even more diners, and another space bar. Another grocer, and then a senior dome. It's going to get a connection, obviously, and some services, but mostly security stations, probably 2 security stations. But it will also get a hanging garden as a spire, so that those people from here can as well use the hanging garden spire in a different dome. And so they do have enough access to relaxation, and to also, as far as I can tell, I did also not get this resource. Hanging garden is this one. 20k, okay, that's quite a lot. Yeah, so the hanging garden, if I read it correctly, it provides relaxation, exercise, and playing. So I don't, and social. So I don't need the open air gym. However, the colonists in here can't get the fit perk done. So what I will also do, I will place a microdome here, I guess. Yeah, that's probably smart. I'm going to place a microdome like this and a senior dome here. Then I can connect maybe in a triangle shape and have a bit have more services in this dome, so we do have enough services. That makes sense, I guess. If 2 security stations are enough, probably not, because Senior Dome has way more renegades than the other domes, because all the seniors are pushed into the Senior Dome, and if they're renegades, they kind of accumulate in there. I'm not going to build anything in this dome for now. I'm going to use this RC commander to rescue the other RC commander. I'm going to use my RC transport to bring in resources that I've been collecting on the map. I didn't really pay attention to the carbonate processor. Okay, we do have 2% of atmosphere now. This means that this power output, yeah, 2% higher, and the solar panel output is 1% lower.
Research complete.
Fire for medicine. Going to build this either.
Electrostatic dust storm approaching.
Not a big deal. This one should be shorter now, but I think it's only shorter by 2%. Oh, let's see. The Moxies should produce more oxygen now. Yeah, terraforming boost 2%. This Space Mirror project actually gives 10% global temperature, which is quite a lot, reducing cold waves. But it also increases the power output of solar panels, so that's kind of interesting. I don't think I'm going to launch it 10 times and sacrificing 10 rockets to get to 100% for a heat. I'm probably going to use the normal way, because it takes too long between those 2 projects. You'll see. Bringing this commander back, and I'm going to do some terraforming here. 70 seniors is not even enough, is it? This is the entire colony is 70. So even if I build a basic dome with 4 houses and 2 security stations, it might not be enough. Okay, so
incoming.
Wow. I finished this project and immediately a new one showed up. This is pretty bad. Going to move these out of the way. There's no point in picking up all the resources here now if the new meteor storm's also here. So coming back. Good. And this commander reached its destination. And so I can do some terraforming here. Quite a lot of waste rock. Okay, so there's some space now. I'm going to build a basic dome here for the seniors and a microdome over here for services. Don't need an open air gym. Need less parks. I need some services, but it's fine. And I can technically probably have some offices from this dome work in this dome, so it should be fine too. Can maybe add another house, and we'll see how well this works out. So what I want to have is another dome like this. That's not exactly what I want. Rotate it twice to move the center tile, and if I place a heater like here, like so, and I kind of want to have another water tank. You can't have too many of those. Probably also should have a Moxie, should have a laser, and then I continue the colony down there. That's fine. As I said, I don't really need an open air gym if this one has a hanging garden, but maybe I build an open air gym because if they can't do enough exercise, there will be a lot of officers around here who want to do exercise. I'm going to plant 3 trees though. However, these 2 domes can be scrubbered, so they should be scrubbered. I guess this should be the scrubber here. 1, 2, 3. Correct distance. 1, 2, 3. Correct distance. So if this is the scrubber, then maybe this should be the laser. meaning that the medium dome is not fully protected. But that's not very important, to be honest, because I can build another laser up here. At some point later, at some point later, if I really care, because to protect the mining operation that I could build here, or would build here, but it doesn't really matter because even if the storm gets hit, it's just polymers. It's not very important to prevent. I need a second scrubber here, and I'm probably going to place it somewhere over here. This should be the correct tile. Again, yes. And then I can place another fusion reactor here. Not probably. No, I can place it even further away, so that it's hopefully out of range of the renegades here, and they never blow it up. I don't know if they would, but it's probably better if we play it safe. I don't want to build those yet either. Not those. Not this laser. I would like for the relaunch to have all this terrain that I've flattened very early in the game. This should all deteriorate. The gray area should, with every dust storm, it should become reddish again. Okay, electrostatic dust storm. 3 souls and 9 hours actually. What I need to do is turn on all the scrubber shifts. Very long. Power is 151, but I think this is not increased yet. Oh, okay. Broken dome. That's a kind of annoying story bit, but I'm quite lucky because the broken dome... So what you want to do here is, unless you really don't have polymers, what you want to do is you want to delay the repairs. Turn off the dome and make everyone leave. So they don't like this because they're suffocating. Because then the drones won't repair it, at least I think. And at the end of the... and this dome will accumulate a lot of fractures. I don't know, 10, 15 maybe. Kind of depends on how long this dust storm is, I think. So I was kind of unlucky that this is 3 souls. And at the end of the day, or at the end of the event, the dust storm, all the fractures and all future fractures can be repaired for half the polymers. So this is an event with an up and a downside, but in this case I think it's mostly upside because I do have more than enough polymer, and being able to repair domes cheaper saves on drone workload. Okay, so let's keep this going. I said I want to close this dome, but it's currently having seniors in here, and I want the seniors to leave. I didn't build this dome yet, so the seniors are still stuck somewhat, but I should have enough housing space, 102. So they should leave this dome rather quickly, and I will make sure that the drones don't repair it. Still 8 here. So what I'm going to do now, I turn off this dome and turn on the houses again. So I can see all these guys, and then I just move them out into this dome. There's some space over here. And now they should all leave this dome, and then we should be good. Not this one, not this one, and then I will build the new senior dome here, and also this dome. It's already built, and fill this dome with buildings, and then we should be good. Okay, this dome is turned off now, so I don't really know what the drones are doing. This is going for polymer. No, you're not. So let's see if drones will still repair. Apparently they want to repair this. Yeah, there's a new fracture, but the dome's turned off, so the drones should actually not repair it. If they do, I will be like super annoyed. Yeah, they do. Why? Anything I can do about it? Don't think so. I don't really want to babysit this dome for 3 souls and keep sending the drones away. Maybe I set too low priority.
Research complete.
I don't think so. Okay, Hanging Gardens was researched, and I probably need to bring metal here to build all this stuff, and then bring some polymer and concrete over. Okay, it looks a lot like the drones are repairing it. Okay, so what I was trying to do here by not repairing this building is what you have to do or can do if you have only low supply on polymers, but it doesn't really work for the drones and depot being right here. So I'm going to turn this dome back on, not calling in the seniors actually. I will have the idiots here from now on. And the seniors are somewhere else now, so that's okay for now.
Meteor incoming.
Now a meteor leak. And turn this valve off so I don't have to care about this. These are all the idiots. That should be fine. Upgrade those buildings now. Can't do anything about the drones fixing this dome. Keeps breaking, but its polymer cost is not too high. No maintenance being built up from the buildings, so the 2 scrubbers, or the 3 shifts of the scrubbers are doing just fine. This looks good too. Something I said earlier was that the carbonate processor needs 2.5 waste rock for 1% of atmosphere. That's actually not correct. That's the correct number, but it's the wrong question. It's 10 waste rock, as can be told by this number here. So it's 4 per sol. That means it needs 10 per percent because the building does 0.4%. So it's taking 2.5 sols to establish 1% of atmosphere. However, the 2.5 number, I said, it comes from temperature. If you're using the greenhouse gas factories, they use 2.5 units of fuel for 1% of temperature. However, I'm going to end this episode for now. We'll see you next time when I'm going to build probably more carbonate processors because there's still a lot of waste rock piling up and I need a way to get rid of it.